Hi everyone. This is not really a tour, it's just a little talk, mainly about the lamps, obviously intended initially for the Neon Junge, who has just put up a very good video of a garage tour. It is interesting and I'm quite impressed. Anyhow, I've been, as you probably know, collecting for a very long time. Perhaps one of the oldest collectors now. But when I started, it was looked upon as being a bit strange. But now I'm glad that a lot of young people are getting into the hobby and making a nice collection for themselves. I could mention you all, you know who I mean. Subscribe to me and vice versa. Yeah, the first one I was going to mention, and I was going to just put this up as a single video, is this lamp here, which I don't know if it is that rare. It's probably not common. It's the Philips Superlux. In fact, I saw one of these that Neon Junge had put up, I believe by Tungsram. I think it was, I'm not too sure. If I've got the name wrong, I apologise. It's a very small lamp, as you can see, my great big hands. It's got that semi-clear front to it. It's coil. See, this is what I like as well, is to give any information that may be on the actual lamp. The edge, which is this part they call the edge. It's obviously Philips Superlux. I've got, as I say, I test these. My setup is not quite as nice as Alec's setup, which you've probably seen on YouTube, which is very, very good. My one is a basic variac, which is a variable transformer, and as I wind it up I increase the voltage and the lamp lights up brighter and brighter. You can probably see the outline of the filament. It's a very easy way of displaying stuff. Unfortunately, these variacs are quite expensive. I was lucky enough to virtually find this one and another one down in the shed at a boot sale. We have a lot of boot sales in England, not as many as I would like. I'd like to go to one every day, but it can't be done. The boot sale is virtually a flea market, which is quite popular. Might as well show the lamp that's behind there. I tend to collect too many things. Lamps, telephones. I've got quite a range of telephones. This is an American job. Telephones. A lot of you probably don't know what a telephone is. Scaring. Everyone's got mobile phones. Anyhow, telephones were the way we used to, and still do, communicate with other people. The square things are the number that you would press to actually get whoever you wanted to get to. Got another lamp at the back there. I'd say it's just a semi-tour. Once again, I must laugh because I have dust as well. So you're not alone having a bit of dust in your garage. It's to be expected. And this just shows you some of the figural lamps that I've got. I bought these from a collector a few years ago. He was obviously very, very keen, but he wanted to sell and I wanted to buy. There's just a few there. The majority of these are workers, but not all of them. What some people do, if the bulb is not working, or kaputt as you would say in German, they remove the cap or the base, carefully cut round it. I don't know how they do it, but they obviously do. Take the innards out and insert a tiny bulb inside, so it looks as if the bulb's still working. At least it preserves the lamp and you can see it alight. They just connect it up and solder it to the existing holder or cap of the lamp. Anyhow, I'm going to take you in and show what I was talking about, the lighting gallery net. As I'm trying to persuade you lot to have a little look at it. I don't think any of you have. I'm sorry this is in English. I do not speak German, which is a great pity. When I was at school, learning a language was something that was not very popular, and I didn't get a chance to learn another language. Anyhow, while we're going round, barometers, these are instruments that forecast what the weather's going to be. I've got a few of these as well. These are all barometers. They record the air pressure. Generally speaking, the higher the air pressure, the better the weather is. That's a rough guide. You get these in two types, either the type which relies on a chamber of a vacuum, which is this type, called a Vidi barometer, or you get ones with a column of mercury or quicksilver. Anyhow, I'm being sidetracked. I'm going to show you. I keep fish as well, a couple of tanks. Down there we're looking at a electric heater. This is one of the first electric heaters, actually American, General Electric, and it uses two carbon lamps. You can see them there. Two carbon lamps, and they give out a bit of heat. They light up, not tremendously bright, but enough to give out a bit of warmth. Excuse more dust at the back there. It's antique dust at the end of the day. What else we got? Oh, let me show you. Now I keep mentioning a lighting gallery. I just happen to have it up on my computer. I don't know if I'm allowed to actually rebroadcast this, but I'm going to. Let's have a look. I can show you. By the way, I'm not that good with computers, so excuse me if I do it wrong. Just have a quick look at the gallery. Click on the gallery. I picked the wrong part. Let's try again. Last uploads. I'll get it going again. Last uploads. Let's click on that. There, I'll give you an idea of the kind of stuff they show, or we show. Each one of us, we're all members of it. It's open to anyone. It doesn't cost a penny, or a euro if you like. It ranges quite a lot. As I say, I can't be on there too long because I don't know if I'm allowed to actually show these. If I'm not, I apologise, but I'm trying to get you interested in these and perhaps joining. Some lamps there. And to prove I'm on there, that is me on one of mine. Sign lamp to get one. But as I say, it's not an advert for me, it's just an advert to show you what is on there. You're all very keen, I feel sure. And there's just an extra thing you could be interested in and having a click on it. It's Lighting Gallery Net. It's on Google, so Google it, you'll get it, there's no problem. And what do you think of that one? I know that's mine as well. That's a photographic lamp by Philips. Quite old. That lamp is possibly, maybe older than me. And I'm pretty ancient. Well, that says something. Anyhow, I'm going to end now. Any comments please make. I'll try and help anyone on here. The only drawback is that you might have to get a translation. But I know a lot of you do in fact speak English, and very good English. So, you know, that's basically what I'm going to show you today, or now. Excuse the mess, as I say, I'm not the tidiest of people. There's one of my pussycats, and there's the other one, and the white one is upstairs, possibly in the bulb room. Got a couple of lamps here that I've shown before. Another telephone, yeah, that's an interest of mine as well. And I mentioned before I go, there was two types of barometer. There's the other type. In there we've got, you can't see it because it's actually fitted in the back of this, is a mercury tube which is slightly longer than 30 inches. Don't ask me what that is in metric. And that is so arranged, it's the bottom of it is in mercury or quicksilver, and as you invert the tube, the mercury drops down and keeps a distance of about 30 inches, and at the top is formed a vacuum, a Torricellian vacuum. And in the old days these were carried about to various places, don't ask me why, but they were. And it was noted that on a stormy night where there was lightning, the top of the tube would glow, and that was simply because it was mercury vapour in the tube. You could say the first of the mercury vapour lamps. Anyhow, I can talk all day long, so I'm going to shut up and let you have a look at the video. There's an American torchlight lamp. The middle lamp is a 3-light arrangement, and I put some flicker candles in around the outside. What else have we got? I said I was going to make this a short video. My good old TV made by Toshiba, Tokyo Shibari Electric. They incidentally were the first company that manufactured electric lamps in Japan. Above there we've got a couple more. Some more lamps. that clock's doing well. It's actually an electrically operated clock. Works on magnetism. You've got a curved bar magnet, which is rather unusual. Most magnets have 2 poles. This one has 3. You've got either two north-seeking poles at the ends, or 2 south-seeking poles, with the other pole in the middle. It's or what they call it. I've forgotten the word they use, but it's a 3-poled magnet. Some more lamps there. That tall one is from not a lighthouse, but probably a lamp which was used for that purpose. I haven't got a lighthouse lamp. They do exist, I believe, but I think they cost a lot of money. More barometers. Anyhow, just have a look at these and I'm going to end now. I've shown these before, I know. This one's got, they say it's gold inside. Well, it's sort of fired on the inside of the glass. Whether it is or not, I don't know. There's a neon lamp there. A neon. That one we're looking at now was acquired from a British Railways carriage lighting inside. I didn't take it. It was presented to me as a little present. And that's on low voltage. It's got a bayonet cap with 3 prongs, so you couldn't plug it into a normal lamp holder. Next door to that we've got a squirrel cage lamp, and next to that we've got a very large lamp from America. At the top, we will put these ones up at some time. I've got so much stuff that I want to show you all. It's just a case of sorting it out and putting it there. I've shown this before, a Rumpf coil, which is basically a coil with an interrupter, which is this part here, which works with a magnet and vibrator, and it goes in and out. And while it's doing that, this part we're looking at now is like a transformer coil, and it steps the voltage up quite high. You can get sparks on it, not enormous sparks for this size one, but it's enough to light that neon bulb which is strapped across it. Another bulb behind there. As I say, I think all of us tend to be a bit untidy. I certainly do. My good old head there. Anyhow, that's all for this time. Don't look at that, there's nothing in there. The only thing that's in there is air. A few more bits and bobs down below. Got numerous catalogues as well. I was gonna keep this short, wasn't I? But I haven't. There's some catalogues there. Some more catalogues, a few more lamps. A good old avometer. I know now most measuring instruments are of the, well actually, what's it called? Now this is an analog, the other ones are digital. I don't like the digital ones, I don't feel at home with them at all. But this is a good old Avo instrument that was very popular here in England. See, I can't stop, can I? There's an American lamp there with the old spiral. Anyway, I'm definitely going to stop now. So any comments, please make. I've put this up for Neon Young, who is very keen, and his mates who are also very keen. So if I've left any names out, please forgive me. I hope you find it interesting. I'm hoping you will have a little look at the lighting gallery. There's 2 other forums as well. There's All Things Lighting, which is run from this country, and there's Gallery of Lights, which is another American one. So that'll give you an idea of the time. And I'm going to shut up now and try and get this up so you can all see it. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Anything, please ask, and I'll try and answer it. Thanks again. Thank you.